Are you trying to calculate the price of a bond or the present value of that bond and you have no idea what to do? Well, you've come to the right place because I'm Professor Capko and I'm going to show you how to calculate the price of this bond here. And I'm going to show you the easy way to do it if you have a financial calculator such as this Texas Instruments BA2 Plus. If you don't have a financial calculator like the BA2 Plus, I have made a video on how to calculate this exact bond without a financial calculator and without tables. So you can just check that video that I have linked above. However, if you do have a financial calculator, your life is going to be a lot easier in calculating the price of this bond. And again, if you're not sure what bonds are or need a little bit more background, I've made a video up here that I've linked that will show you a little bit more about what a bond is and how it works. So this bond here, we've got a par value of $1,000. That's also could be called the face value. It's just what the bond is going to pay when it reaches maturity. It's going to pay the investor who's holding that bond $1,000 at that time. The coupon rate, that is what the payments are going to be. And this bond doesn't say that they're semi-annual or quarterly or anything like that. So we're going to assume that they are annual payments. And that those are coupons. So for this bond until it reaches maturity. And we're going to show you how to calculate that next. Years to maturity is 20. So in 20 years, you will get the $1,000 for this bond. The yield to maturity, that's the real rate of this investment, otherwise known as the market rate. In other words, this is the rate of interest that a buyer is seeking when they're buying this bond. It doesn't matter to them specifically what the coupon rate is. They want the real rate of return to be this amount. That's the market rate. That's the rate that a willing seller and a willing buyer would be willing to exchange the bond at. And we're trying to calculate the bond price. So to do that, we're going to use the BA2 Plus, and you'll see how much easier this is than the long way that I showed in the other video. It'll be quite a relief. But we still need to start out by figuring out, we've got the coupon rate, we need to know how much the coupon payments are. So the coupon payments are going to be equal to the coupon rate, and we're going to multiply it by the face value. So in this case, our coupon rate is 5%. Now we need to write this as a decimal. If you don't remember how to change decimals to percentages, I've got a video linked up here above. So it's going to be 0.05 because that's 5% as a decimal. And the face value in this case is $1,000. The face value is not the price that you're paying today. That's the face value that'll be paid at the end of the bond's maturity. So I'm going to clear this out, and some of you can do this in your head, but I'm just going to show 1,000 times 0.05 is going to be, the payments are going to be $50 per year. So the holder of this bond is going to get $50 sent to them every single year that they hold this bond. So we need to now use the financial calculator. We're going to focus on this white row here on the BA2 Plus. This is what's going to do our time value of money calculations for this. So before I do any kind of calculations on a BA2 Plus, particularly time value of money calculations, I need to clear out the memory. Many times people will get the wrong answer because they haven't properly cleared out the memory. People will just hit this button here and think it's clear. That is not cleared out the time value of money. You need to hit the second, which is this yellow button here, and then right here, CLR TVM, clear time value of money. Again, it's second, clear time value of money, and then let's clear our work as well. So we clear second and this here clear work button. So now that I've done that, everything's been cleared out of the memory for purposes of this calculation. The other things we need to know are n. What is n? Well, n is our number of periods. In other words, number of payments that we'll be receiving. And since we are, in this case, we're receiving one payment a year over 20 years, in this case, it's going to be 20. The next thing we need to know is, I over y, excuse me, I over y, that's going to be our market rate. That's our yield to maturity. So that's the 7.5%. And for purposes of using this calculator, you do not need to convert it to a decimal. So don't worry about converting it to a decimal. The other thing we need to know is the payment, PMT, and that is the coupon payment, which we found to be $50. The other thing we need to know is the future value. I will tell students that FV, think of it as face value. If you can't remember what it is, that's the face value of the bond. That doesn't always work for everything. For bonds, it will. The FV actually stands for future value, so the value it'll be in the future. It's going to be $1,000. So we've got the number of payments, we've got the interest rate that we are looking for. That's the yield to maturity. This note is not going to be the coupon rate. That is the yield to maturity rate. We have our amount of the payment in dollars, and we have the amount of the face value in dollars. We've cleared out the memory. So all we need to do now is punch in these numbers into the calculator. So I'll start out with the n, which we said is 20, and you put the number in first, and then you hit the button, it's 4. So that's the n. So that's the way we do it in the BA2 Plus. You put the number in first, and then the what it's for. Our I over yield to maturity, and in this case it's 7.5. And again, we don't have to convert it to a decimal. We just leave it as an interest rate. Next, we're going to put the payment, because we don't know the present value. That's actually what we're trying to find out. The present value, which is the price that the bond will be today. That's the present value of all the string of payments and the maturity value of the 1,000. We do know that the payment is $50 because we found that out by multiplying the coupon rate by the face value. So it's $50 payment. And the future value, that's the face value of the bond, which was 1,000. Now we've entered all our information and we're ready to find the present value of this bond, which will be the sale price today. So we must hit compute. Do not hit present value yet. It's going to give you an error. You have to hit compute and then PV. And that gives us a present value, which is the price of it, of $745.137716. And because bonds are sold in dollars and cents, we're going to round it. We're going to round this bond price to be $745. We're rounding it to the penny, a 1, and then there's a 3 with a 7 next to it, so we got to raise the 3 to a 4. So our bond price is $745.14. If you're finding this helpful to you, go ahead and smash the like button and pass this along to others. Share this video. I'm trying to grow this channel. Share it with others that are in your class or others that are trying to learn finance. And please subscribe. Most of the people who view my videos are not subscribers, so please subscribe. It's free, and click that notification bell so when you'll find out when more helpful videos like this come together. Put something in the comments if you've got additional questions or you want me to solve another type of problem such as this one. And until next time, keep your grade alive and subscribe.